Hi everyone, how's it going? I'm Mr. Bo, and we finally have something brand new from Crash Team Rumble to cover. We've been waiting since December when we got the original reveal trailer for something brand new, and well, we finally have it in the form of a first look reveal of one of the maps we're going to be playing in Rumble. This is a fly-through video, so it doesn't really give us an idea of how gameplay will work. However, it does answer some questions about what those pads on the map are and what they activate, but it also gives us some more questions that hopefully we'll get answers to soon. So let's dive into this fly through and break it down. So this map that we saw in the original reveal trailer is called Tiki Towers, where we drop in boys, not tilted towers, Tiki Towers. And we start off with this nice map overview, which gives us a pretty good look of the play space. On the left there, we can see the blue base. On the right side, we can see the red base. We can also see this map is pretty symmetrical, and it'll be interesting to see with other maps that this game has, whether they will all be symmetrical. Maybe some of them will be asymmetrical, and they'll maybe have rounds to even things out. And it's also worth noting that this overview of the map doesn't actually feature any of those pads that we'll see in a minute. So whether those pads spawn in halfway through the game, or maybe for some reason this gameplay shot just didn't include them. We'll have to wait and see. We then see these cannons shooting cannonballs, and we see that they land on the blue base. So what we see here is this beam of light, which basically indicates to you that, hey, something is going to be crashing down on this spot and you probably want to move off of it. How do you activate these cannons? Well, we'll see that in a minute, but it relates to one of the pads. We then see Crash running up to this pad on the floor, and we get a better look at it. We can see one side is blue, one side is red, and it has a relic looking object in the middle, which we saw in the original reveal trailer. However, when Crash stands on this, it activates a jump pad that boosts him over to the middle of the map, where he can collect the crates that have 3 times on them, and maybe when actual gameplay is shown, there'll be relics up here to collect as well. We don't really have an idea of how these gem platforms we're seeing in the game work at the moment. We've seen in the original reveal trailer that when you step on them, they change the color of your team, and then doing so might actually spawn relics around the map. But again, that's still up in the air, and hopefully we learn more about that soon. We can see then that Crash runs over to this pad and activates it by spinning on it. That then locks it out, and then the base next to him, the red base, gets attacked with these lava balls spitting up from the lava below. This is obviously going to be an offensive mechanic. Maybe the enemy team are banking a bunch of Wumpa Fruit and you want to get rid of them as quickly as possible. You run up to this pad, spin it, activate it, and try and knock them off. This is basically the equivalent, I think, of the cannonballs we saw on the other side. We then see Crash run over to the pad in the middle, which is a gold pad with that same logo on it, and we can see a holographic Uka Uka floating above it. This time when he stands on it, he gains the power of Uka Uka. We get an Uka Uka mask on Crash and flames engulf him. The map changes to nighttime and we see the meteorites rain down like we saw in the original cinematic. This looks super cool. I wonder if this means you've kind of got like an invincibility mode. Maybe you can one-hit people with Uka Uka, and of course everyone else on the map is going to be trying to avoid these meteorites, though we don't have the specifics of how you actually activate this. Does something in the game need to be done before this can be activated? Is it simply on a timer, maybe 3 to 4 minutes into a round, Uka Uka spawns and whoever gets to it first can then activate him? There's still a lot of information and a lot of details that hopefully we find out pretty soon, but just from this brief overview of Tiki Towers, this gets me even more excited. We just need to learn a little bit more about the actual gameplay structure and then how character abilities and things like that play into this game. No doubt we're going to be seeing more map reveals and character reveals leading up to the launch of this game, whenever that might be. We still don't have a release date, but there is a PlayStation State of Play today as of recording this, so maybe we get some more information there. And of course, if we do, I'll be sure to keep you guys up to date. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Tiki Towers? I think that's a pretty cool name for a map. I'm excited to see what other kind of environments we'll see in other maps, and again, whether they're all going to be sort of symmetrical or whether we'll get some asymmetrical maps to shake up gameplay, and whether or not all the maps will be of a similar size. Maybe they'll all be the size of Tiki Towers here. Maybe we'll see some bigger maps. Maybe we'll see some smaller maps for different sized teams. It'll be very interesting to see what happens with this game. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you aren't already subscribed for more Crash Team Rumble content and coverage, I'll be keeping you up to date with everything about this game. You won't want to miss it. If you did enjoy this video, then click that like button. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching and for hanging out with me. I do super appreciate it. But until then, as always, take care. Cheers.